This is a breakdown of my match at the Diego Bispo Invitational. With this opponent, I saw him warming up and knew he was kind of interested in leg locks, so I was going to try to avoid getting into a leg lock match with him. My general goal when I'm doing stand-up is to try to get a collar tie and then get a snap down to a front headlock. So I come in and secure the right hand collar tie. He immediately reclines back with outside control and tries to elevate me with butterfly hooks into the leg lock position. For me, I just wanted to make sure not to post my feet. If I would post my feet on the ground to stand, he would have entered in on the ashigarami or leg entanglement of some type. And so I just wanted to keep heavy knees and then get my hips back to the mat. Boom, right there. I should have put on put up a combat base so he couldn't pull me into closed guard. I was trying to make space. I should have got to my feet and stand to pass. However, he did a good job at capitalizing on my mistake there. So he gets me in the closed guard. My general goal here in the closed guard, my guard break I like to use is the log splitter pass. I'm taking double pec tendon grips here on both sides. That or bicep control here. I'm utilizing pec tendon grips. I had to make a shift there. I felt some sort of a discrepancy, so I decided to try for biceps, and then the biceps weren't working, so I go back to pec tendon grips. This time I feel comfortable, so I tripod up and keep heavy weight in the hands, and then bring a knee up the center to open the guard. So his legs are open. Now he's able to utilize a sort of a deep De La Hiva grip because I left a little too much space in my combat base. Again, I know he wants to pull me into the leg entanglement, so I take a collar tie to keep him crunched forward so he can't recline back and elevate me and go on the legs again. He tries to change direction and pull me back and takes a collar tie of his own, and I posture out of that. Right in that moment, he decides to wrestle up instead of going for a guard pull, so he's coming up on a double. I'm already getting ready to wrap his head here. Boom. As soon as he comes up on me, I grab the front headlock and the arm and guillotine grip and use my left butterfly hook to elevate him. In that situation, I felt that he was going to try to pass me to the weak side. He did a good job at hooking my leg and sprawling back to avoid the sweep, and then it starts working towards my weak side. I had to let go of the two-handed grip and use my hand to block his hip to try to keep him in guard. He actually is going under my leg here and using an over-under pass. Boom. So you can see that over-under pass going on right there. There's one arm, second arm. He gets past my feet pretty well. Again, I'm using my left hand to block his hip and try to re-guard. Corey's yelling at me to re-guard. I'm keeping the choke hand in place and using the left hand to frame. Right now he's still got that over-under grip. I know I need to get rid of that so I can get my guard back and get this leg back into place. So I do a little off balancing here. Boom, right there. With that elevation, he had to let go of my leg and post his left hand, and that allowed me to bring my butterfly hook back in. So now it's in. Here I know I can't finish the guillotine in this situation, namely because he's got the arm over the top of my shoulder and and the underhook using like a Von Flue grip. He can't choke me here, but I can't finish him either. He needs to pass to the side. I just need to sweep him. So we both probably know that that's the situation. I'm just waiting for a moment to sweep. Block him again there to the left just to post on his knee. I fake left, and then sweep right. Come up. Here we both come to knees. I was going to win that position, of course, because my head was on the top. Right now I already have a choking grip on his neck. Instead of framing on my hips here, he should be defending the choke, and he's not. So I immediately felt the opportunity to go high wrist, high elbow. Right now what I would need to do is just kind of come up into a low standing position and just throw a closed guard around him. That would be ideal to sort of secure this position so he can't get out. He rightly tries to roll to his back right here, but he's not able to get his back flat, and it was still tight, so he comes back to his knees, and then I just lean in a little more for that choke. I was trying to lean into him to make enough space to lighten my legs so I could then close a guard, but he tapped before that could happen. So, overall, it was okay. That was just some of the details about, what to do with that guillotine position, so you can kind of see what's going on when the person is beating you and going to your weak side. You can regard, or at least try to regard and make a sweep like I did. You can sprawl your hips back and come back to like a front head, sort of a normal front head position. So those are some of the goals. So hopefully that's helpful. I'm going to try to do another one later today as well.